everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release a crochet tutorial every week. And this week I'm bringing to you this beautiful boho bag. As you can see, it's really easy to crochet and the free pattern is as always on my blog, selinaveronique.com. I will be linking that in the down bar. And so this is a really nice boho bag. It's really easy to make and it features little beads, as you can see. I really love this project. So for this project you will need 2 skeins of Drops Muscat yarn. So this is 100% mercerized cotton yarn. I love it. And it is considered a light 3 yarn in American terms, and that's a DK weight yarn in British terms. And you will be needing 2 skeins. Obviously this is a different colour, but I don't have any left. So I will be writing in the down bar the exact shade that I use. You will be needing a 3.5mm crochet hook, a tapestry needle, a pair of scissors, and also some thread and sewing needles. You will also be needing 3 of these little, I'd say they were beads, like decorations that I sewed onto this. And I will be linking those in the down bar. And you will also be needing some rope. So I used some rope to use as my handle. However, I will also be linking in my, I will be writing in my free pattern a way to make your own rope if you don't want to purchase one. So just check out the free pattern if you want to make your own rope. And that's it. I will be speaking in US terms with British terms in brackets. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really helps out my channel. And don't forget to check out my Patreon page for more crochet content. Okay, so to begin this tutorial, you will be making a slip knot. So just go ahead and make a slip knot. Pop your hook through and tighten, and now you will be chaining 41. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that you have 41 chains, you are going to be placing a half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. So count 1, 2, 3 and place a half double crochet into that. So to create your half double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook and pop it through that 3rd chain. Pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through all 3 loops. And this creates a half double crochet, and your first chain 2 at the beginning counts as your first half double crochet. And now you are going to be going into the next chain and placing a half double crochet into that and into the next chain and place a half double crochet into that and place a half double crochet into the next chain and place a half double crochet into each chain across, and I'll get back to you to show you row 2. Okay, so I've done my my whole row, as you can see, and I'm really pleased with how this looks. And now for row 2, so this is how we finished. And so now you are going to be chaining 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and this First chain 2 counts as your first half double crochet and goes with this first stitch here. So you are going to be going directly into the second stitch with a half double crochet and go into the next stitch with a half double crochet and into the next stitch, and just place a half double crochet into each and every stitch across until you reach the end of this row, and I'll show you how to finish. Okay, so I've almost finished this row, and so I'm going to place my next half double crochet into this stitch, and then I still have one stitch and to place in the chain 2 from the previous row. So don't forget that stitch because it does count as a stitch. So place your last half double crochet into the chain 2 from the previous row, and this is what it looks like. And now for row 3, you are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and you are simply going to be repeating this pattern over and over again. So just go ahead and place a row of half double crochet. So just place a row of half double crochets and just repeat row 2 over and over until you have 38 rows in total. So just go ahead and crochet 38 rows in total, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I finished my this part, which will be the body of the bag, but obviously we will get back to this later on. And now I'm going to show you how to crochet the flap. So take your yarn and make a slip knot. So just go ahead and make a slip knot, pop your hook through and tighten. And now what we are going to be doing is chaining 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we will be slip stitching through the first chain that we just made to create a ring into which we will be working. So just go ahead and slip stitch like so, and now we have a ring into which we will be crocheting. Now you are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. And now we are going to be placing 6 more double crochets within this circle. So to create your double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the center, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Now take your yarn and go through 2 loops, and take your yarn and go through 2 loops, and this creates a double crochet. And the first chain 3 here counts as a double crochet, and we are sewing in the loose end as we go inside this part. Now place another 5 double crochets inside the center. So 2, 3, 4 and 5, and so this is what we have: 7 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 double crochets. So this is row 1. And now for row 2, we are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work, and this counts as your first double crochet, and we are going to be placing another double crochet inside that first stitch. So that would create 2 double crochets. So just go into that first stitch, with a double crochet, and that creates 2 double crochets together because this first chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Now go into the next stitch and place 2 double crochets into that, 1 and 2, and now go into the next stitch with 2 double crochets and just place 2 double crochets in each stitch across until you reach the end of this row, including the chain 3 from the previous row, and I'll get back to you to show you the rest of the pattern. Okay, and in the last chain 3 we are going to be placing 2 double crochets together into that chain 3 from the previous row. And so this is row 2. Okay, so for row 3 we are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work, and this counts as your first double crochet, and you will be placing another double crochet inside that first stitch once again. So just go ahead and place another double crochet into that. And now into the next stitch, just place 1 double crochet. And now in the next stitch, place 2 double crochets. And into the next stitch, place 1 double crochet and just alternate 1 double crochet and, well, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet until the end of this row, and I'll show you how to finish off this row. Okay, so I finished row 3 with a simple double crochet. Now we are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work, and this counts as your first double crochet. We are going to be placing another double crochet in the first stitch because this creates 2 double crochets together. In the next stitch, place 1 double crochet, so just place 1 double crochet in the next stitch and place 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and now into the next stitch place 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and now place 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches and 2 double crochets together. And now 1 double crochet twice, and just carry this pattern on of 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet until you reach the end of this row. Okay, so I finished this row, and now what I am going to be doing is the next row, and obviously you can follow along the written pattern too. So chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and once again this counts as your first double crochet. Turn your work and place another double crochet inside that first stitch to create 2 double crochets together, and now place just 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and place 2 double crochets together in the next stitch, so 1 and 2, and then place 1 double crochet 3 times, 2 and 3, So we've just placed 1 double crochet 3 times, and now we are going to be placing 2 double crochets together, and just carry on with this pattern, placing 2 double crochets together and 1 double crochet on its own for the next 3 stitches, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so this is what we have for this row, and now for the next row you are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work, and this counts as your first double crochet, and just place another double crochet inside that first stitch, and now just place 1 double crochet, so 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So you have 4 simple double crochets, and now place 2 double crochets together inside the next stitch, and then place 1 double crochet inside the next stitch 4 times, and just carry on with this pattern of placing 2 double crochets together and 1 double crochet 4 times until the end of this round. Okay, so this is what we have for this round, and now for the next round we are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as our first double crochet. Turn your work and place another double crochet inside this stitch, and now you are going to be placing 1 double crochet on its own 5 times. So 2, 3, 4 and 5, and now place 2 double crochets together, and now 1 double crochet on its own 5 times, and just carry this on until you reach the end of this row. So this is what we have, and now for the next round it's very simple. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work and place another double crochet inside that first stitch, and then place 1 double crochet on its own inside the next 6 stitches, so just carry this on. 6, and then 2 double crochets together and 1 double crochet inside the next 6 stitches until you reach the end of this round. Okay, so this is what we have, and so now we are going to start our frilly row. So for the frilly row you are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and that counts as 1 double crochet, and you are going to be going into that same stitch with 2 more double crochets like so, and now go into the next stitch with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and now go into the next stitch with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and just carry this on, placing 3 double crochets into each and every stitch until the end of this row. So I'm back, and now I'm going to show you how to assemble your bag. So we have the back and front panel, we have the front opening flap that I've just fastened off and finished. So to create the front and back panel, you are going to be folding this project in half, making sure that both sides are symmetrically placed. And now you are going to be sewing this seam in. So just go ahead and sew in this seam, and I'm just going to be using the the mattress stitch, sorry, with my tapestry needle. And the mattress stitch is just going in one side and out the other. So there we go. So I'll just let you carry this on, and I'll show you what to do to finish off this section of the project. Okay, so so I've gone all the way down, and now I'm just gonna make a knot here and fasten off. And I am at the moment, so just make a knot, make sure, actually I'm gonna do a double knot, and just do the same thing on the other side of the bag to there we go. I'm going to fasten off and do the same on the other side. I'm going to attach a piece of yarn and sew all the way down here so that we have the opening here, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, so I've sewed both sides in, and now I'm going to show you how to sew the flap to the back panel. So for this section you might want to use pins, needles, sewing pins to secure the project. I don't usually use them, but you can use them if it's easier. And before we do that, I'm just going to sew in this section. This is where we began, just because I don't want this to unravel. So I've just sewed this in, there we go. And I'm going to use my loose end to sew this flap to the back panel. So as I said, I'm not going to use pins, I'm just going to measure and center it just like that, and then sew it in. I don't know why, but I never really use pins. And I am going to be sewing this section to the back panel. So just make sure that you're sewing this into the back panel, the top of the back panel. There we go. And I'm just going to secure this bit at the beginning a bit more, and just obviously make sure that you have placed this properly. So always make sure that you've placed this properly, and I'll let you sew this to the back panel here. So I hope you can see the top of this flap is going to be sewed onto the back panel, just so that when we open the bag, this appears. Okay, so I finished sewing the flap onto the project, and what I'm going to do now is turn this inside out, like so. Just so that all of the loose ends and everything is on the inside, and this will look neater. So I do think this part looks neater like this. So this is what we have now, and as you can see, it looks really pretty. I love it. And I'm just going to show you how to sew in your strap. So obviously I used some rope that I bought online, and I think I measured, let me see, 45 inches, and then I did a knot on each side just to stop the rope from unraveling. And I am going to sew this inside the bag, so I hope you can see. So I'm just going to sew this. I'm just going to zoom in 1 second. There we go. And I'm going to sew the strap in with my darning needle, and I am going to sew this part in quite well, because obviously the strap needs to be properly sewed into the project and secured, because that's where all the weight of what you will be carrying in your bag, that's where it will be. So just make sure that you sew this in. So just sew this in quite well. I think I'm sewing this about an inch inside the bag. So just do this on both sides. And obviously if you are not using the rope, but using the pattern that I made. So in my pattern there is a section on how to crochet yourself a rope. If you don't have, if you don't want to buy a rope, you can crochet yourself a rope. So you can either crochet it directly, attaching it to the project on the inside, or you can crochet it and then sew it in like this. I hope I'm making sense. So do this on both sides, making sure you secure this part really well, and I'll show you the rest of the project in a moment. Okay, so now I'm going to sew our little pearl decorations. So I'll be linking these in the description box. And I'm going to place one here, and one here, and one here too. And yeah, I might place them like this actually. Yeah, and you just go ahead and place them wherever you want. And I'll be sewing them in with my needle. So I'll just take those off and show you. So I'm going to start here. And I'm just going to sew this in just very simply and delicately with my darning needle. So yes, I'll let you do this, going around this a few times, and do that for the two other ones, and then I'll be tying a knot at the back of the flap, and yeah, I'll get back to you once you've done that.